You look different.
Do I? I'm told I've gained weight.
Are you running for mayor?
I am not.
Okay, let's go for it then.
Thank you.
Mr. Tory, then after that I have Gordon Petch and Graham Mudge.
Good afternoon, Your Honours, worships, councillors, and citizens in the audience. I stand before you today as a pilot, a businessman, an entrepreneur, and as a taxpayer who believes in responsible development and effective government leadership for the island airport. I'm also a member of the general aviation industry. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Private Air Inc., and Private Air is an aircraft charter and management company whose head office is at the Billy Bishop Toronto City Airport. I'm here today to convey how essential and how dynamic and how promising the future is for Billy Bishop, for my business, and for the thousands of companies, services, employees, employers, and visitors who rely on this airport and who rely on our integrated waterfront corridor for their livelihood. We already know how valuable the airport is as part of our city's infrastructure, and we are well aware of the rapidly growing revenue, employment, investment, tourism, and business opportunities that stem directly and indirectly from its successful operations. This is my key point. Our work together is not yet done. Together, we have unfinished business. This airport is the last cornerstone of the entire Waterfront Foundation, and it deserves the same commitment, passion, and attention for modernization and redevelopment, and the same careful planning and growth you have allowed along the rest of the waterfront. Billy Bishop represents a magnificent long-term effort and collaboration amongst many government levels and throughout several elected administrations throughout this city. I won't review the history of the airfield since 1920, nor do I have time to recount its demise until its recent reawakening and revitalization by Porter Airlines. But I can tell you that my firm, Private Air, and hundreds of other support businesses and employees would not be there were it not for the imagination of Porter's founders and for the vision of city leaders and officials to join together to redevelop our entire waterfront. But the airport has been left behind in terms of renewal and government leadership. Billy Bishop is a vital part of the waterfront strategy. It's not just an economic engine and viable revenue source for the city, it's also my income, my job, and that's that of thousands of airline sector colleagues. I'm not advocating for a massive transportation hub, nor do I want to create another source of transit gridlock in our city. I'm here to promote regulated expansion, not uncontained explosion. Like most of you, I support controlled growth. I support your three-phased approach for regulated expansion, and what I ask today is that you stand together, endorse the report, set reasonable short-term deadlines, and move forward expeditiously. The general aviation industry is thriving around the globe, and also here in Toronto, both at Pearson International and at Billy Bishop Toronto Airport. Toronto continues to grow as a dominant international destination for business and tourism travel, investment, real estate, development, culture, head office locations, new jobs, and investment. That's why I, as a member of the general aviation community, support a continued measure of graduated growth and limitations with careful, responsible expansion. Billy Bishop is an important piece of infrastructure. Let it perform. It's a producing economic asset. It is a white knight. Let it produce. It's a big city and industry employer, and it's an important brand, tourism, and investment marketing tool. You have the support and the cooperation of an entire airline industry, and the polls say also the majority of citizens. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tory. Are there any questions? No questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And next I have Gordon Petch.